Hello doctors, let's try to answer another question again from one of our PLE Test Bank subscribers. And the question is, Doc, how to know whether the situation is a paired t-test, chi-square, and the likes? I'm still very confused po. Thank you po, Doc. Okay, the first thing to take note here is we have to differentiate between two types of data first. Okay, now we have numerical data and we have categorical data. Numerical data is quantitative data, so it is any data that can be represented by numbers, while your categorical data are qualitative data. So these describe qualities or characteristics of certain groups, and usually they would fall into certain categories. Okay, now just a quick note, kahit mga numbers, they can be called categorical data depending on how you manipulate these numbers. For example, blood pressure itself is a number, pero it can become a categorical data if you categorize it. For example, if you say high if it is greater than 140, normal if it's between 120 to 140, and low if it is below 90. So in that sense, you are making this numerical data categorical. Okay, now that we have that in mind, let's take a look at this figure here as presented by USMLE. So in this figure, we're being presented with common statistical tests and how do we determine which one to use in specific situations. So the way we approach this is we determine what type of data or variable are we comparing between the groups. If we are comparing numerical data between the groups, okay, so we are going to use the t-test family of statistical tools. So for example, if you're comparing the mean of blood pressure between men and women, so we're comparing numerical data or numerical variables between two groups. Now, if we are comparing categorical data between groups, then we are going to use the chi-square family of statistical tools. So for example, again, you're comparing between two groups, let's say men and women, among them who had elevated blood pressure and who had normal blood pressure or decreased blood pressure. So these are categorical data. Now, extending those ideas, ANOVA belongs to the t-test family of statistical tools. Yun nga lang, ang difference niya with t-test is it is comparing already 3 or more groups. So for example, classify mo yung groups mo where you get the mean blood pressure based on age. Pwede mong gawing 0 to 20, 20 to 40, and 40 to 60. Those are already 3 groups. On the other hand, yung ating Fisher exact test is just like your chi-square test, pero ang pinagagamitan lang natin ito are 2 groups lang. Okay, and only if you have very few sample size. So I hope that clarifies your question. And again, doctors, if you have other questions, don't be afraid to post it here in our Telegram group chat or in the comments. So as always, stay safe and stay focused.